Welcome to Mishna study Masachet Terumot, Perek He Mishna Het. Well, here in this Mishnah, we're going to discuss a case where Terumah fell into Hulin, fell into 100 pieces of Hulin, but before he had a chance to lift out that Terumah, right? It's batel, it's olah. Terumah olah be'ahadu me'ah. That means you need to take it out. Now, before he had a chance to take it out, another one fell in. So now you have two that fell into 100. How do we treat that? Do we treat the first one that fell in? Oh, we consider it, batel, even though he didn't actually take it out yet, or do we say that it's going to be, totally asur, and we treat it as if two pieces fell in? That's going to be the machloket in our Mishnah. I'm going to point out, I'll say from here, Harambam is dramatically different than other mefarshim here, or other mefarshim are dramatically different than Harambam, right? The way, however you want to explain it, I'll explain in a moment. One se'af terumah that fell into 100. He didn't get to remove it, take it out, right? He didn't get to take it out yet until the second one fell in. Right? This is asur. Rabbi Shimon matir. Rabbi Shimon allows. Now Harambam points out when Tarakama said that this is asur, right? Zo asura, right? This is specific when he did not know that the first one fell in until after the second one fell in, right? So he had no idea in between. He didn't know in between. There was no knowledge. Both of them fell in, and only after both fell in did he realize that Terumah fell in over here. That's when Hachamim are going to say that it's Asura, right? We treat it as if two of them fell into a Se'ah, because there's no knowledge in between. And everything's Meduma. And over here, Rabbi Shimon is Matir. Even in this case, Rabbi Shimon's Matir. But Hachamim would agree, right? In a case where one se'ah fell into 100, he knew about it. Oh, he knew about it. So he just didn't get to take it out yet. And before he got to take it out, the second one fell in. This is muteret. Even Hachamim would agree that it's mutar, and he takes out both sa'atayim, and the rest is mutar. And Halacha is not like Rabbi Shimon. Right, so it's interesting. The mahloket between Hachamim and Rabbi Shimon is specific when he did not know. There was no knowledge in between, right? And even in that case, Rabbi Shimon is matir. Now, Bartenura explains based off other mefarshim, more probably the Rash, and over here he says Rabbi Shimon is matir specific to the case when there was no knowledge in between, right? No, sorry. In that case, right, Rabbi Shimon would agree that it was as if it fell in one shot. When does he argue? When he knew in between and he didn't get to take it out until the second one fell in. Over there, Rabbi Shimon would say because it was meant to be taken out as if it was removed, in its place, right? And Hamim would say no, it still wasn't removed, right? So you see over here that the mahloket is to extremes over here, the way Harambam explains, or the way Bartenura is explaining, and as we mentioned, halakha is like Hachamim.